thought he was going to carry it all the way. But I could imagine, like I said, it's difficult, like this matchup in general, you know, you get one big hit in, you know, one good grab from Azula, and you're going to be in for a whole vortex of attacks. You know, you're going to take all this percent, potentially a stock considering how, you know, deadly Azula's, like, strongs in the air are. You know, I was just kind of expecting, I guess, a little bit of a push more from Laudum. But still, I mean, I can imagine the matchup's probably pretty difficult, and I can see why. I mean, with the amount of times he was not really approaching, it's crazy. That match in general was just insane. You know, you could really tell both players wanted to win. You know, and I think I can appreciate that Game 5 kind of went down to, you know, that close of a set.
Yeah, it was definitely crazy stuff. It was a heartbreaker no matter what. I really wanted both players to win.
All right, and we're going to be starting Game 1 between MOF and Maybe?
Yeah, Maybe defeating Lardo, the player that I was coaching. Got a pretty rough round 1, to say the least. But was seeded to go 0-2, and they got 17th. Had to stop coaching them because I had to commentate. Was very sad.
Yeah.
But, you know, Maybe also defeating Krugbo, who placed, I think, 5th at the last NASB Junior.
Yeah,
Krugbo, a very talented Smash player from my region, actually, plays Plankton in this game. So I expected him to go way further than he did last time because of the buff Plankton, but not enough to deal with Maybe, who is one of the better Jennies to do it. Still out here in winner's bracket, going up against MOF, who defeated one of the top projections to win this tournament, actually, in another coaching subject in Bread's little sister, 7-year-old.
Oh, good snare. Yeah, I can imagine this matchup should be really annoying for Reptar, but MOF just not really caring about matchups right now. Like they're like she's just kind of pushing advantage here against Maybe.
That's what Reptar kind of has to do whenever they get a lead, right? You can't just like reset neutral and just risk being put in disadvantage forever again, or just do that when you don't have to. You want to, when you're playing Reptar, you already know you want to instill the fear of God in your opponent. This character has not only a really good combo game in and of himself, he has insane shield pushback, as well as insane knockback on a lot of their aerials and just strong attacks in general. So Reptar is the kind of character where once they're in, they'll do devastating damage if you do not know how to keep this character in disadvantage. And MOF is playing like she never wants to be in disadvantage, which is where you don't want to be as Reptar, ever.
She's just playing this super well right now. Like, she is getting so much free damage on Maybe right here. That should be a stock? Ooh, no, you could have just grabbed ledge there. Who is it?
Yeah, I think MOF likes to mix up the timing with that, and the other set against 7-year-old, like, MOF is... I've noticed that MOF is pretty good at getting that perfect ledge height to snap ledge without getting hit off the up B. Oh boy. See, that's terrifying. You're not even dead here. You're Reptar, baby.
Yep, because you're Reptar. You live that free.
You live that.
Yep, and that's another strong, and now we're down 4-1. Like, maybe he's got to do something here to bring this back. I mean, like I said, like this... Oh, what the... Whoa!
Talk about bringing things back. Let's talk about tiny launching knockback hitboxes.
Yeah, that
and
was...
only hitting those.
Reptar went so far. Like, Reptar didn't just, like... get like semi-spiked, he zoomed into the blast zone. Like, he just
it's not like, whoops, I fell down, but I can react to it and recover. Like, no, MOF couldn't even react to that.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, I like the attempt there with the down B or the down B spike. Good downer there.
I thought MOF was just committing, and they were going for the suicide.
100%.
I 1,000% thought that's what it was. I think on reaction she might have just went back to ledge, recognizing she didn't have the spacing quite right.
I think Maybe is probably just taking a really good while to kind of adjust to this playstyle.
Okay.
Okay, alright. Well... are they... They're dead!
Don't...
Oh, man.
I was gonna say, don't throw like this, but... I guess I should have said that to Maybe.
Yeah.
Instead.
No,
that was crazy. What kind of... batshit crackhead confidence is that?
Yeah, I mean, I think what happened there was, I think Maybe was purposely trying to snipe the jump from MOF, and she ended up successfully doing that. But in doing that, she forgot that, you know, Reptar's up B, you know, has like a hitbox on the way up and on the way down. So if she wasn't careful, she was going to get hit by that spike hitbox, and, you know, at 130, you're basically dead with no slime. So, I respect the attempt, though. I mean, she did steal the jump of MOF, and with that, she would have brought it back to to last stock, I mean, all she had to do after that that up air was just up B back to stage, and I think she would have been fine. But still, that was crazy. I really do respect it. But that was a really good, almost good comeback from Maybe's part. Like I said, I think the big thing was Maybe was taking a little bit of time to kind of adjust to like the way MOF is playing. Because I can imagine, when you're getting kind of like smothered by all these like super strong attacks, it's kind of hard to get them out of your face,
Yeah. Definitely not easy to deal with. And not easy to deal with is Pariahs, which... against Jenny, this is not... It's not the best stage for Reptar.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I don't really... See, I'm a big user Pariahs. I use Pariahs for any of my characters, but I imagine for this matchup specifically, it's probably really rough. Jenny Reptar just doesn't seem very, it just seems difficult because you're gonna have to deal with all these projectiles with no platforms to kind of help you avoid these things. And as we're kind of seeing, it's much more of like this aggressive game. As you can see, MOF is definitely going in more, and maybe is definitely kind of keeping her distance a little more from MOF.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to sort of guess. I think maybe kind of has to do that more, because I imagine that if MOF chose to not ban Pariahs, my guess is that she probably wanted to ban some smaller stages. Like, just so they don't have to deal with Rocket as much, and this is a best-of-5 set, so you only get 2 bans. So I imagine that some smaller stages went instead, like maybe Rooftop and Trem.
Yep.
And with the way MOF is playing, MOF is playing way more aggressive than some other Reptars that we've seen before, and is not really scared to sort of split the defense a little bit more. So on a stage like Pariahs, you can kind of still do that, and with only 2 bans, you kind of couldn't get rid of a stage like this.
Oh, no chain grabs here. Ooh, good grab. We're gonna see some chain grabs. Yep, here we go.
Made a lot of damage off of that. That was a really interesting percent window to go for up throw dare. 80% on Jenny. I feel like that's not supposed to work, but this will. Oh, no, it won't actually. Getting the up B out in time to ledge, getting that ledge intangibility on deck.
All right, are you see a back throw? Yep. Not gonna go anywhere because of the slime reduction, but. All right.
That was the enhanced laser. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that move.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I've never seen that. It made it not transcendent.
Yeah, it actually did something.
I've never seen that once. I've never seen a Jenny do that. Usually they're too busy just back airing my recovery and not being able to make it back off ledge as opposed to that.
Yeah,
Speaking of not being able to make it back, there's the up strong off the top.
Ooh, that was a good string because of the rocket just coming in clutch there.
It led into a chain grab too. This is why you take Reptar to Pariahs.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh man.
I don't know. I'll still fight you. I'll still fight you on Pariahs at Reptar. I don't care.
Oh no, I will too. I mean, I think we both will for very obvious reasons. But
100%, yeah.
Yeah, but it ain't bad for Jenny either, to say the least. But I gotta say, despite the stage counter pick, MOF's not down by that much. It's about 100% deficit between these two. Exactly, actually, I should say. The micro spacing. Oh, the fade back to go away from the temper tantrum, Shiny.
Yeah, the
that was broken.
That was really broken. But also, I do think maybe it was a little bit, not near ledge to begin with. Maybe it was kind of just covering, like the ledge, neutral getup, I guess. Was not covering, I guess, just the actual ledge itself. That back air might do it. Yep, that is a really strong back air.
My move is insane.
Yep. Covers so much at the ledge.
It's a make or break of a good Jenny to just really know how to utilize that move. I think it's definitely the S tier of Jenny's moves for sure. You're dead? Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I thought that was going to be leading into the down air dunk, but Jenny would have been able to make that back anyway.
Ooh, trying to get that early edge guard here, but unfortunately going to take this 40%, 50%. Wow.
Full meter on MOF as well. We got burst on deck in case things go south.
No,
this is suddenly not looking too good for Maybe.
Oh, okay. We're gonna do this again, huh?
We're gonna up B off again? Is that what's going on here? We're joining the freak show. Welcome to the circus.
That was was that enhanced neutral B? I think
might have been.
Oh yeah.
Somehow still able to get it. That was a situation where I definitely would not have wasted a little bit of meter if I was Maybe, but it wound up to them losing the game. But hey. Still keeping it relatively close despite trying to pop another failed super right there. MOF's gonna land one of those before the set is over. Calling it right now.
Yeah. And, I mean, Pariahs wasn't a bad pick here. I just think MOF is definitely playing this matchup really well on Pariahs especially. Also, I think maybe is just kind of struggling to kind of push like her advantage state a little bit. From what I'm seeing, I noticed again like you're kind of distancing yourself a little bit from a couple of like Reptar's things. I mean, obviously, yeah, Reptar is a scary character, but you know, you're Jenny in a stage like this with like the kind of tool that you have. You know, you can make this matchup a living hell for Reptar. So I can imagine, you know, you just kind of have to learn to, I guess, like pick your fights, and once you know when to go in, you should be a-okay in this matchup. And now we're going to Urkin Armada Invasion. Nice.
Alright, putting on the hat, feeling a little bit fancy.
Yeah, feeling a little fancy.
Just got a random drop in TF2.
Yeah, exactly.
Got a nice hat.
All right, and
this stage, you played more Reptar than I have. How do you feel about this matchup on a stage like Urkin?
On Urkin, I think the big thing about this stage is your upper is gonna help you do so much on this stage, as you saw. MOF is just kind of under plats, is just fishing for up here. Yep. Because the big thing about upper here is it mostly sends you one of either two ways. It sends you either straight up, or it sends you kind of like at a diagonal in front of Reptar. And I mean, obviously, unless you get that wrong hitbox that sends you like backwards or something. But the big thing about this stage is, you know, you just kind of poke below a platform using up air, and you can get so much percent off of it. You know, can lead to stocks. Also, anything off of up throw will just kill extra early because you're on a plat. So any up throw, strong up air combos will just kill you at, say, I think maybe like 80 on the lower platform, and then like maybe like 70, 60 on the top platform. I can imagine this is a really good pick for Reptar, but I don't know how this pick is for Jenny, actually. It's don't really, again, play much Jenny on this stage.
To my knowledge, I don't. Okay. Oh, okay. My Reptar brethren needed me. Had to go back to what is the stage? I had to go back to Reptar rules. It sounded the Reptar alarm.
Yeah, I was just like, I mean, I guess I respect the whoa. I rarely ever see that happen, the EX up B, and that's gonna be a suck. Yeah. I was a little confused. I just see kind of MOF just oh, there she goes in the blast zone. All right, here we go. Free punish here. No, not that big of a punish here. Up throw. We're gonna get another grab here. Nope. Nice, good little damage string here, 50%, and we're still pushing it here. Ooh, I like the attempt, but that was just a bit too far to actually, you know, push the advantage. All right, like I was saying about the light upper is like under plats. You know, it makes this matchup, you know, definitely a lot more doable if your opponent's below you, or rather above you. Good burst here. That would have cost you a stock.
Yeah, that was a really well timed one actually too, because she hit it like just early on enough to the point where the burst hitbox was active when the move was hitting her, as opposed to like just doing it right after the knockback, right? Because then what's gonna happen is that you're still in disadvantage, and you have to wind up going back into the loving arms of Jenny when you're still at kill percent. And then you might have been in one of those situations where you just waste your burst. Right there, we see your burst right there. If that F tilt landed, it would have been a total waste of one, right?
Yeah.
And there's that one right there. And see, now you just respawn back, last stock, no burst.
Also, my favorite move in Reptar's kit, F tilt. Yep, I love moves that just kill you.
Moves that tilt me so bad, dude. I hated that move. I still hate that move.
It doesn't have as much shield pushback and as much shield damage, you know, as before, right? But it's still like
send you to another country, dude.
Yeah, it used to send you to another country, but it's still a really good move. Look at that. All right, we're gonna. Ooh, the strong and the tech from maybe that was such a great tech.
Yeah, really good DI into the stage as well to make sure they get that back air. Not gonna do it yet. Second one would, but unfortunately the roll-on, nothing doing. Yeah. Okay.
I see. I like the attempt. See, I like the edge guarding attempts, but this is Jenny you're talking about, who has so much control over her recovery.
Full meter right now as well. No burst on the part of MOF, or maybe actually wasting it off the dash attack to try to get the up tilt off of it. Not able to get the turnaround grab frames out in time.
Shouldn't do it. No, I think that was bad DI on Baby's part. I think she could have lived that, but barely, again, gonna lose the stock there, and that's gonna be game 3 at 3-0. 3-0 with MOF against Baby. Wow, okay.
Wow. Clean stuff coming in. My goodness, yeah. I don't think the rockets can... I don't know if the rockets can travel through the platforms from above. From below, I know they can. From above, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they can't. which is another reason I feel like that stage would be good for Reptar, because you don't have to avoid like the loop-de-loops when you're like down on the main stage platform from above. Don't quote me on that. I could be completely wrong about that. I'm not completely sure yet. But yeah, that was just pretty solid play all around. You like less the SDs and some of the crazy